Alright, let's get back into this thing. Okie dokie. Okay. Good. That's the one that I put myself. So it looks like it also gives you an autosave when you quit, which is nice. That's usually a good idea to have something like that. We'll just go ahead and do the manual save, though. Alright. So it might put me back down here. I'm assuming some of the changes we made have already happened. Let me go ahead and take a look at this, though. We kind of already discussed it. One thing I'm curious about, can you cancel an order that's in the process? So if I hit this X, it will refund. Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to the edit loadout. Because Ego said something that I think is actually a really good idea. Remove LRM ammo. We're not really using the LRM all that often. It has some issues. So we did have an AC-10 sitting in storage. At least I think that is what's going on. Yeah, so fill that out. We'll remove 1 ton of ammo. And then that gives us a ton to work with, so we can get more armor. Oh, let's go ahead and hit repair all, so that's taken care of. Okay, so the arm is as heavily armored as it can be, but the torso sections aren't, and the legs aren't. So let me get a little bit into the legs. So we'll go up to 35. Actually, I'd like to go up to as high as 40. So we have half a ton still to play with. Let's go 40 in the right and left torso as well. We're very poorly armored in the rear. Let's go up to 15. And go up to, let's say, 20 here. Oh, there we go. There's our full tons worth of armor. Oh, wait. Do we only have... We only have 36 in the front? Okay, I misread that. It's 43 total. So this works just like it would in tabletop. Okay, I misread that. Hold on. Back this off to 35 apiece. I want way more armor than that then. Yeah. The legs were at 32, right? Start. So 30, 30, go up to maybe 38, 32, 32, let's go up to 33. Okay, so we've maxed this out. We haven't quite maxed this out yet. 33 here as well. Then just center torso. Okay. So 40 in the center torso, 33 in the right and left torso, increase the rear armor, probably increased it too much if I'm to be totally honest with you, but yeah, let's actually back this off a bit. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. Okay, I like that. Start work. It's going to take 30 days. Okay. And start. I like that better. Cool. Alright, now we go over and get our briefing. Yeah, we weren't really using those LRMs all that much, so I'm perfectly fine with replacing that 1 ton to get a little bit more protection. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to her again.
Okay, Commander. Everything is set for our departure. The transport contract with the mining company is a false flag Spears and I set up with their cooperation. The mining company has legally hired us to transport cargo for them. But in reality, there is no cargo. Just a destination and some very convincing paperwork.
So, where are we headed?
We've been asked by Spears to help him out of a jam. I think we owe him.
I agree. What's he need us to do?
Spears works for Interstellar Expeditions, one of the largest archaeological collectives in the Inner Sphere. They do archaeological digs and conduct research into abandoned Star League-era facilities.
Interesting.
In the pursuit of lost technology from before the Succession Wars. One of the expedition's dig sites has come under attack. A rogue mercenary group is intent on pillaging a Star League supply depot that IE uncovered on Brookland Prime. We're going in to help protect the site. Spears will provide more detailed information on what exactly we're facing once we arrive. For now, I've uploaded the coordinates into the nav system. Before we can launch, you need to sign off on the op and get us to the system.
Roger that.
Okay. We go to the console. Okay, last man standing. The situation is dire, Commander. The Merc outfit Spears hired to protect the dig site has taken heavy losses and can't hold out much longer. We need to get down to the surface and reinforce them before the last of their defenses crumble. Fortunately, I have no idea where you're going to drop into, so you may be coming in hot. Once on the ground, the objective is simple. Stave off the enemy attacks until additional reinforcements arrive. They're counting on you, Commander. Hold the line. Okay, so we get 50,000 and then something. We don't know what. Okay. Okay. So we could travel. How many days away is it? Oh, 13. Okay, we'll travel. We might have to wait when we get there. Ah, familiar sight. Cutscenes are really cool. Oh, fingers crossed. We have better performance. I'm also noticing the stream delay, although it's still there, is not anywhere near as bad. Okay. Before I do anything else, though, I just want to double check something. Okay. It's good. Here we go. Alright. So we arrived. We do have the available contract, but unfortunately we're still waiting on the Centurion, so we might as well wait. I mean, we don't know the information on the contract, so maybe we take a look at that real quick. Okay. So it is a drop weight of 50 tons, so we're more than likely going to want to use that. So the objective is simple. Hold off the enemy forces and secure the site until additional reinforcements arrive. So it's the same employer. So as a result, we do get more things here. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to home. We're going to wait, which should advance to 17 days to give us our Centurion back. Now we can do things. Oh, interesting. We have a new thing here with contracts. What happens when I click on that tab? Ah, it just jumps right straight to that. All right, cool. Okay, so negotiations. I'd like to put at least one into that. I would like to give me a little bit of insurance on damage coverage because we have seen quite a bit of damage, and then I'll give myself a little bit extra cash as well. In theory, we were making money. I mean, I have over 2.25 million, so that's nice. Okay, so we've got temperate coniferous forest, clear. Okay. Morning. Target mercenaries. Mission type campaign. Okay. Well, accept. I mean, we're still in the early phases. I don't have it. Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. Just 4. It's just going to be 4, just like with Battletech, it looks like. All right. In any case, let's ready up. I don't think I want to mess with the weapon groups. They're perfectly fine the way that they are, with the Centurion at the very least. Okay. I need to change. Oh, my paint schemes already are right. It looks like. Looks like proper. You know, I didn't try and click on the horse. I wonder if I could have changed it. Oh well.
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensor Sensors online.
Maybe we get another chance to customize. Maybe we won't. We'll just have to live with our decision, perhaps.
Here we go, Commander.
Okay.
Let's see what we've gotten ourselves into. I'm picking up one friendly, just ahead of your current position. Unidentified enemy units engaging.
Copy
Okay.
that.
Off we go. So we've got 80 rounds of the AC-10, and that's with 2 tons, so we might even be able to back that off. And 440 with just 1 ton of LRM-10, which in theory is 44 shots. We used to have double that. It's kind of crazy, but I guess that makes the game work for the way it works here. Have I been going the wrong way this whole time? Oh, shit. That didn't happen. I was going the wrong way that whole time. I wasn't paying attention to where the mission objective was. Whoops. Alright, here we go.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Thankfully, there is a restart mission
Hangar
button.
doors opening. Stand
I don't think I made a massive mistake, but
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Here we go, Commander. Let's see what we've gotten ourselves into.
yeah, I was totally going the wrong way.
I'm picking up one friendly, just ahead of your current position. Unidentified enemy units engaging.
Copy that.
I kind of wish the map was more zoomed out.
Target acquired.
So here we're getting vision from our ally. Oh,
New target acquired.
jeez.
Target acquired.
I already.
Target destroyed.
How many AC-10 shots can you take?
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target
Good work.
Jeez, we took an absolute ton of
Looks like the
damage.
hostiles have launched another attack wave.
Oh, our ally also blew up.
On the move.
I feel like we've already done terribly in this mission. Our armor is absolutely jacked. Our ally died. Maybe I'm being a little lackadaisical, but
Commander, straight ahead.
You made it. Thank God. Pick a target and have at them. I could use the help.
I lost sensor contacts with them.
target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Alright, we got a target right
acquired.
close.
Target destroyed.
Lost sight of the other targets.
Target acquired.
I don't know if we're gonna get that hit. Not really sure how the missiles arc. Feel like we have to go get them. I mean, there's something up there.
New target acquired.
Ah,
Target destroyed.
right. Another target behind us. Ah, missed.
It's a hell of a lot easier clearing these bastards out with some help, Commander. Spears send you?
Yeah, said you guys needed some
Ooh, Jenner.
reinforcements.
That's an understatement. My entire lance was wiped out. They came down on us like a ton of bricks, out of nowhere. Wave after wave. Been holding them off as best I can, but I don't think I could have held out much longer.
Well, we're here now, and we've got your back.
I appreciate that. Seriously. Can't tell you how good it is to see some friendly faces.
We still need to protect this site.
Copy that, but they'll be coming back soon enough. Like I said, they attack in waves, and they haven't shown any signs of letting up.
Already at 50% health. Under
I saw
50%
some
health.
defensive turrets. Those should help.
Yeah, I set them up when they started digging. There's a turret generator close by, up on the hill. It cycled off after the third or fourth wave hit us. It's still off at the moment. You want to try cycling it back on? I'll watch your six.
Sure
Okay.
thing.
Assuming it's this hill.
Hostile contacts. Inbound.
Looks like a mix of airborne and enemy armor, Commander.
Target acquired.
Ugh. I'm not sure. Oh, it's all the way over there. God damn it. We're also not getting much scouting from our allies, so
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
that one's down. Okay, okay. Go get the turrets.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
And just kind of keep those guys
Target
off us.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, just kind of pop off missiles every so often while we try and go up here and do this. Go, go, go.
Target acquired.
Alright,
Target destroyed.
got it.
Turrets are now online and active, Commander.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
Oh, that's been done. Not sure if there's any more enemy contacts. Or if we should be protecting the generator. I really don't know.
Nice shooting. There's a repair bay we can use. First, you need to cycle on the second turret generator.
Okay, I'm on it.
Multiple hostiles converging on your location, Commander. I'm picking up 10, 12 bogies this time.
I told you, these guys never quit.
Alright, so the question is, where's the second... okay, I see it. We moved in the right direction, thankfully. Okay. Make for this. Any targets to show themselves will...
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, that's not as easy to hit with as I would have hoped. Alright, let's actually cycle this on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay. Okay.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That was a mistake. Ow, whatever is hitting me there. Don't appreciate it.
Target destroyed.
Then back out.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Got him. Okay. I don't know if there's more enemy or not. I mean, our armor's still holding, so that's good. The upside, it doesn't look like I've dropped any frames, so maybe things have fixed. Oh,
Target acquired.
all the way over there. As helicopters are
Destroyed.
going to number.
Target acquired.
Oh, there's a lot of them. There was a repair bay. I was not paying attention. I'm guessing that's it there.
Destroyed.
Okay.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All right. Take care of these targets while we move there. Oh, step on things. Okay, this should be the repair.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get repaired. Hopefully my ally holds them off. Oh, hold E.
System offline.
I mean, there's not much of this facility left, but... Okay, that mostly repaired us.
Target acquired.
Where? Have vision on it. Okay. It's up this hill, though. Probably didn't repair the internal structure.
Enemy dropship approaching, Commander. Looks like they're bringing in the heavy guns.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Target acquired.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. They're fielding 2 medium mechs.
Assassin, and I don't know what the other one is.
The harder they fall. Let's go get them.
Whatever it has a PPC. Oh, he's too close. I'm gonna back up. The upside is assassins aren't that well armored.
Target destroyed.
Got him.
Target acquired.
It is a griffin. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna overheat. Ouch. Trying to cockpit kill him. Ow.
That's the last of them, Commander.
Yeah.
Hell of a job.
I think I cockpitted
Spears
him.
will be impressed, as he should be. A new Merc outfit is already on his way to secure the site. Hang tight for now. I'm coming to pick you up.
That hurt, man.
Copy that.
Hey, Commander. Just wanted to say thanks for the rescue. Things were getting pretty grim before you showed up. I lost some good friends today. Good pilots. I don't think I could have held out much longer myself if you hadn't dropped in. I appreciate it.
I'm glad we were able to help. Just wish we'd gotten here sooner.
Me too.
You know, we could always use another pilot. One with your skills, he'd come in awful handy. What do you think?
After today? Hell, it'd be an honor to serve with you, Commander.
Then consider it done. Welcome aboard.
Okay. I think the repair bay blew up, otherwise I would have used it. At least I think it did. I don't remember where it was, to be totally honest with you. Yay! You leveled up. Reputation across the inner sphere is growing. Potential employers are inquiring about your services, and new employment opportunities have become available on the star map. Okay, so we got ourselves a... You guys can't probably see it, but we got ourselves a Jenner. 50 experience and 200,000 C-bills. Total payout, 385,700. Okay, there is a salvage of a Griffin, and I will take that. Oh, it costs us 15 shares. Eugh. So that was the reward for cockpitting it. If I had enough shares to be able to pick it up. Unfortunately, I don't, so kind of a moot point. All right. So we have 3 LRM-10s, 5 medium lasers, 2 AC-5s. I have 0 machine guns. I'm just cycling through to see what all we would get. I don't have whatever jump jets these are. I'm guessing these are more medium class jump jets. And I have no SRM ammo according to this. Alright, I'm gonna take a couple of these things and then I'll take like maybe a weapon system. We have a decent number of LRM-10s, so I'm probably gonna hold off on that. Let me grab machine gun. I mean, if there's a store, these machine guns are gonna be super cheap, so why do that? Give the Griffin a lot of chances to LRM you by standing still like that. Yeah, but I was close enough that he couldn't hit me, right? Or are you talking about earlier? Maybe. The Centurion's not really a mobile mech, though, so... it is what it is. I don't know if I'm going to really have much use in a lot of SRM-2s. I really don't know what to take here. Medium lasers are always good. I'm just going to pick one of those. What the hell? Because I don't know how this game works out as much. Alright. Well, I wanted to make sure I was accurate. Okay, 14 to... 372 damage done. 591... I mean, taken. 591 done. Damage cost not too bad, and we did get some insurance, so we won't have to actually pay any money for the damage repairs. At least I think that's how that works. Go ahead and close. Okay. That was some fight, Commander, and I see you also managed to pick up a new pilot. Nice work. Having another pilot aboard will certainly help our cause. He's a bit worse for wear at the moment, but that's not surprising, especially considering that what he's been through. Don't worry, though. I'll make sure he gets settled in. As for the dig site, it's been secured, and the newly arrived reinforcements should ensure its continued protection. When you've had a chance to clean up, come see me on the bridge. We need to talk about the future. All right. Take a look at our mechs. So, we're still in a conflict zone, so it's going to be expensive. It's not that bad. 13 days. Go ahead and start on that. So we have a Jenner and a Javelin available. Where's the Jenner? Behind us? Ah, there it is. Oh, the generator didn't need repairs, right? Yeah, it looks like it's good to go. Okay. Question is, do we do the standard modification to the Jenner? You strip out the SRM-4 and just up armor it? I mean, if we're gonna have to wait 13 days anyway, I see no reason why not. So let's get our detailed schematics here. So yeah, this is the loadout I normally do. Where's the SRM-4 ammo? There it is. Go ahead and rip that out. Go ahead and rip out the SRM-4. Yeah. Okay. So that does help a little bit with the cooling. Not a ton, but I mean, it's less weapons. So really, this is... If we have tonnage left over, then we'll see. But for right now, let's go up to, I don't know, let's say 24. Double the armor at the very least. Alright, now for the torso section. I'm gonna go up to, let's say, 20. Up this to, like, I don't know, let's say 30. Okay, and then the rear section, let's go up to 15 in the center torso and maybe 10 here. Yeah, that'll probably be okay. And then we still have a little ways to go here. So go up to 32. Go up to 35. Go up to maxed out here. Maxed out here. Okay, so we still have a little bit more room. So we're up to 35 there. We only have room for 2 more, so I figure we take it. 1, 2. Oh, the head armor is not maxed out. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead and get this up to, I don't know. Yeah, okay, 18. I guess that's what it's going to be. So we got 18 in the head. We've got 32 on the left, right torso, and in the legs. Arms are up to 14, which is unfortunate because that's where all the weapons are, so those are easy to blow off. That's one advantage of having the SRM-4 here, is it's in the center torso and it's hard to blow up, but... Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and start work. It'll take 10 days, which will give us a similar time scale as the Centurion. And then, I don't think there's anything to do with the Javelin. The Javelin is decent enough as is. Okay, let's go ahead and close the tab. Alright, now let's go upstairs and talk to What's-Her-Face. I'm curious what the drop tonnage is going to be. We might be forced to use the Javelin. Okay. Let's talk to her.
Commander. Excellent work protecting that dig site. Spears thinks you did a hell of a job. A chip off the old block were his exact words. Referring to your father, of course. That's quite the compliment coming from him. As you know, your father and Spears did a lot of work together over the years. Proved quite lucrative too, for both of them. Hopefully, we can continue that relationship.
Let's hope so.
But we need more than one client if we're going to survive out here. That's what I wanted to talk with you about. Our next move. We're operating with a clean slate now, thanks to the new mercenary ID number Spears provided. A whole new name, new outfit. Now we need to get to work.
Very similar name.
Capabilities and establishing our reputation. Won't be easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. You up for it?
What do you think?
I think we better get started then. Plenty of war zones in the inner sphere where we can pick up work. A few safe harbors as well. Places we can hire more pilots, get our hands on cheap supplies. First, we need to earn some sea bills to pay for it all. Other than that, I see a bright future ahead of us, Commander.
Me too.
Speaking of the future, we have a pending transmission from IE already. Seems Spears has put the word out to his colleagues that we can be trusted to get the job done. Before diving right in, I recommend we head to one of the industrial hubs in this region. Pockets of relative stability where we can acquire new equipment and mechs, hire new pilots.
Oh, cool.
We have more mechs than MechWarriors at the moment, so it would be good to expand the ranks. Repairs are cheaper in these regions too. Either way,
Well, whoops
I've
on
marked
that.
the location of the IE contract on the star map. It's there whenever you're ready.
Roger that. Thanks, Rihanna.
You're welcome, Commander.
Well, we could always stop the work if... I mean, I don't know how long it takes to go from one system to another. If it takes time, then I think doing the repairs now is fine. Out of curiosity, if I hit E on this, what happens? Oh, it jumps me right into here. That's cool. One thing I think we definitely want to do is... oh, you can't paint the mech while you're working on it. This one already has our paint scheme. Alright, well, we'll worry about that later. Okay, let me see. So, co-op unlocked. So there is co-op in this, apparently. The co-op session must be initiated by choosing co-op from the title screen and leading a valid co-op campaign save. Interesting. You can then invite friends to your co-op campaign through the social menu located at the top left of the screen. Okay. Friends invited to your campaign will be able to contribute to the advancement of your mercenary company by joining you on missions. Note that co-op players do not bring their own battle mechs, mech warriors, or resources into your campaign. You instead adopt the persona of one of your available mech warriors, so your friends can get your pilots killed for you and blow up your mechs for you. That sounds like a fun time. If you do not have a sufficient number of battle-ready mech warriors and battle mechs for your friends to use, they can still join you on missions as spectators to watch the action. Okay. Do we hit accept? Okay, I guess I just made that go away. Okay, you can navigate the star map by using the mouse. Pan across the star map, hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse, okay. Zoom in and out of the star map, use the mouse wheel. Travel to a system, click on it, and of course it will be plotted. You'll be shown the travel costs in the Bosibils and time. Plotting a course, you're limited to a maximum of 10 jumps at once. So once you arrive at your destination, you are free to plot another course of up to 10 jumps. Conflict zones are the only areas where you will be able to find mission contracts. Okay, that's very interesting. Available contracts are shown as icons above the names of the systems within the conflict zone. Industrial hubs have the best stocked markets in their system. The mechs for sale within are typically in better state of repair, and the weapons are of higher tier than in conflict zones. Okay, interesting. Repairs and modifications of mechs and equipment can be initiated within an industrial hub and are not subject to any additional charges or durations. Systems within industrial hubs are the only places where you can hire additional pilots. They can be found in the hiring hall within the barracks. Okay, so we're here. Ooh, okay. So this whole area is called Mercenary Row, and it's a conflict zone, and it's telling you what your reputation should be when you go there. As far as we know, that's the only conflict zone. We're in Davian space. Okay. So this is an industrial hub, so we'd want to go here if we were to jump anywhere. Okay. Let me go back home. So we have this, which is probably a contract. I guess we might as well take a look at it. Okay, so the local systems are in shambles. Many mercenary outfits are packing up and running, while others are looking to ransack vacant merc bases. With only a few battle mechs to your name, it seems you'll be in need of some more hardware and supplies if you want to stay in this game. My clients need supplies too, and if you get your hands on some, I'll give you a healthy cut of the resale value. That should help get you back on your feet after everything we've all gone through around here. Your game, I've got intel on a system where an independent company from Harlock's Warriors is trying to get out of the system for good. Not afraid to shoot at other mechs, should be able to chase them off and require some of their supplies. Surefire way to chase them off with minimal fuss is shoot down the mech of Anders William, their head of security, and then the rest of the outfit should scatter. Willman. Willman's not well liked, to say the least, so you'd essentially be doing the warriors a favor. And with the occupants on their way out, anyway, they shouldn't put up that much of a fight. Protect someone they'd rather be rid of. After chasing off the warriors, I'll send in my crews and pay you for anything that's on my list from necessaries. Anything else you find will be yours for the taking. Okay. So, if I hit X, that stays here. Alright, so I think what we should do... I wonder if your dear daddy knew coordinates to a lost tech cache. Well, that's probably what they were talking to him about. Maybe. I mean, possibly. So this is what they were talking about. So you can buy things from a war zone, but as we see here, there's a javelin, but it's like almost entirely, I mean, it's completely wrecked. So... Okay. And then we could sell stuff if we wanted, I'm assuming. Yeah, we could. And it sells for quite a bit, as opposed to the the battle tech where it sells for a pittance. This is actually selling for a decent amount. I'm sure that they charge you more than you get, but still, I mean, you're getting at least over 1 million. Okay. And equipment. Oh, okay, they sell it in half ammo slots. Interesting. So, mostly just ammo here. Okay. So if we want to have a goods store, we'd want to jump to one of those other systems. All right, let's see what else we got. Barracks. The pilot hire tab on the barracks lists all the available pilots for hire in this system. Pilots for hire can only ever be found in systems with within industrial hubs, so we're not going to find anything here. In addition to the one-time hiring cost, each pilot has a salary that will be added to your quarterly bill. I mean, we definitely want to hire at least one pilot, right? Because we have 3 mechs. Every pilot has ratings and 6 different skills. Now, I don't know what the drop weight's going to be, so that's part of the problem. We have to kind of make a guess on what the drop weight's going to be, and we may not be able to use all 3 of our pilots in every mission, but in any case, every pilot has a rating and 6 different skills, which we already kind of looked at. Each skill has a current level and a potential maximum level. Pilot skills can be increased after the pilot has been on a mission based on the pilot's performance. Following situations can lead to the pilot being injured. A hit to a mech's head, the destruction of any torso location on a mech, the destruction of both a mech's legs, or an ammo explosion in a mech. Following situation can lead to the pilot being killed, the destruction of a mech's head, or the destruction of a mech's center torso. Okay. Can lead doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna die. We'll have to see how likely that is. Maybe they don't always die. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so this is our current pilot roster. So our dude here, his skill cap is kind of like, it's quite a bit lower than ours. I'm assuming that we have maybe the upper limits of what we can do, but this guy can only go as high as 6 in some skills, and his top out is 8. So, okay. Oh, you get background here. So the only child of well-respected mech warriors, Commander Mason was always destined to be piloting his own battle mech one day. His parents, Chloe Reed and Nikolai Mason, raised him alongside the mechs of their mercenary company, Nyx Cavaliers. Commander Mason learned how to pilot a mech before he could even walk. And then we have Freeman here. Lieutenant Leon Freeman is a relatively inexperienced mech warrior with only a few years of merc experience under his belt. After his lance mates were wiped out while protecting Sebastian Spear's dig site, he found himself without a company. When Commander Mason offered him employment, Freeman leapt at the chance. And we do get his salary, which you may not be able to see. It's 12,000. And I have a salary of 1,000, so even I get paid. Ah, here we are. So, current level, reputation with all the houses. So, House Davian kind of likes me. Karita doesn't really like me. House Leal does not like me. House Steiner kind of likes me. So, right now, it looks like House Davian is the one that likes me the most. House Merrick is indifferent. Outworld's Alliance. Independence. So, we're neutral with all those. Outlaws. Interstellar Expeditions, which is the company we've been working for. Does like me. The bandits do not, because we've been fighting them. And then mercenaries in general are neutral. So, quite a few factions we're looking at here. So, yeah, there we have it. And then it gives you a breakdown of what everything is worth. So our total net worth is a little over 7.75 million. And then we have our 2 pilots, how much they're going to cost us for expenses, and then our mechs and how much they cost us. And then we see the total up here at 83,000. So most of that is our mechs that we're having to maintain. And it looks like the Jenner and the Javelin have the same maintenance cost, which is interesting. Okay. I think that gives us a rundown of everything. So let's go to the star map. And we have to decide on where we want to jump to. Probably we're going to jump over to Haynesville because I figure that is the closest system to us. I don't really know 100% if that is how that works. So that's only 13 days away. That's also 13 days away. That's 20 days away. That's also 20 days. So either Broadus here or Haynesville. I don't know if we get a whole lot of information here. So I don't know if Haynesville is any better. I mean, I guess it's in the same industrial hub. Okay. Well, I mean, this seems fine enough. It's only 13 days away, which that gets us Centurion back up and running. And it's only a cost of 50,000 to jump over there. I don't know how much we're going to be able to buy with 2.5 million, but at least we should hire 1 pilot. That's going to be what we're looking for. And then we'll come back here for the mission, because I assume that's where it's going to be. There's a high reward quest there. So I don't know where this mission's going to be just yet, but we definitely need to come over here. And I think that's what they were kind of telling us to do anyway. So let's go ahead and do so. Are you sure you want to travel the system? Yes, sure. Oh, this is the first time I'm using this mug. I hope you guys like it. So my wife made this for me. Has my little logo on it, and then it says... you guys probably can't see it very well, but it says MG on the other side. Okay. It seems like the stream is running a lot more stable now, so... I guess the things I did to fix it helped. Alright, let's go look at the market now. So we've got a Panther. It's a little damaged, but not bad. And then we have a Spider, which is much more damaged. We wouldn't really be able to afford any of these, though. Okay, so... yeah, I think we're probably going to have to pass on that. Let's see about equipment, though. Yeah, there's a lot more equipment in here, which is nice. I wish I knew what some of this stuff... Sturmfuhrer. Long-range missile system that fires a stream of 15 guided missiles. I don't know what some of this stuff means. Like the ST, like what's the difference? Same tonnage, same rate of fire, same heat, same range. So stream of missiles, not stream of missiles. Okay. So this one would fire poof, like all at once, and this one would fire... okay, that makes sense, I guess. Alright, well, we have a lot of weapon choices here. Now the other question is, what does this mean where it's got 1 bar? Oh, it's different tiers. So tier 0, tier 1. Okay, so that's something we're gonna have to look out for in the salvage. Okay. Good to know. So what's the difference? One does less heat, one generates less heat and has a slightly better range. Okay. So that's another factor. I mean, obviously it costs more. It costs twice as much, it seems, from tier 0 to tier 1. You get a higher rate of fire with tier 1. As well as less heat and better range. Okay. That's something to keep an eye out for. Do mechs have anything like that? I assume not. Okay. I wouldn't mind picking up a Panther, but we just can't afford it right now. Alright, let's go to the barracks and hire,
I know your story, and
somebody.
I'm ready to be of assistance, Commander.
So we've got Captain Hall. So we've got a whole bunch of background. Wow, she is terrible. Captain Hall purchased the second-rate battle mech. from a junk planet in his home system. Well, it's actually a her, but all right. On the fringes of Merrick space, with a trusty steed, she took off for a life of... See, she just contradicted herself, or itself, for a life adventure as a mercenary. As a novice MechWarrior, she had an overall lack of proficiency in the cockpit. She hopes to be lucky and stay lucky long enough to make some cash and get out. Yeah, so this pilot's pretty garbage, but I'm going to assume she's fairly affordable. Matter of fact, skill... Oh, okay, yeah. Captain Prado. Skill gives us, I think, a determination of the overall. So this guy's like really low.
Prepped and ready, Commander.
Very interesting voice. Captain Prado grew up in a long... Okay, we're not going to read all of these. But we should definitely pick up somebody that has higher skill levels. If we can. Looks like it's going to be tough to do that. Most of these pilots are pretty garbo. Looks like Captain Pierre is the best one here, but he's already maxed out in these two categories. So this guy like screams out to me as being a lighter mech pilot with the cap of his evasion capabilities. Well, let's see what Captain Pierre has to say for himself.
Now, I want to get paid for it.
Okay, Captain Pierre was raised on one of the outermost planets in Capellan space and chose to become a mercenary to escape his life on a forgotten star system. With a decent amount of battle experience, he is a respectable gun for hire. He tries not to... There's some typos here. Think of all the damage he's caused over the course of his mercenary career. Motors PPC, then a quick sell. Oh. Okay, normal have a sustained rate of fire, burst fire, launch a burst, then cool down for longer. Oh, okay. You've seen those scorpions tier. Oh, okay. See, that's not stuff in the tabletop game, and that's like where I have most of my knowledge, so I think that between them, Captain Doe would be a pretty decent, like, all-round pilot, perhaps. Whereas Captain Pierre here looks like maybe better for a lighter mech because of the cap on the evasion. I think we take Captain Pierre here. He's by far and away the best out of the bunch. He's already got more skills than everybody else, and he's got a higher cap. So now that I see these guys, I honestly don't know. He's actually not that bad. Leon Freeman, he's not as good as us, but he's actually really not bad compared to some of these other guys. Well, Captain Pierre, your rank is...
I've seen it all. Now, I want to get paid for it.
Okay, let's go ahead and go with Captain Pierre here. So we'll hire him. Looks like his salary is going to be higher than our other pilot, which is kind of funny, but maybe he might have more skills now. Well, we're hiring him nonetheless. I think these other pilots are garbage, so...
My combat skills are meant to impress, sir.
Okay, now our roster. So yeah, he's starting with more skills than everybody else we have in the company, but his cap will hit us earlier. So he's not a development pilot, but he's more experienced than anything else we have at the moment. So, interesting. Okay. I think we're pretty much... At this point, we're going to want to think about like what we want to buy to think of modifications we could do. So we're rocking an AC-10. As a matter of fact, I almost want to open up... I wish you could do it from the screen. I don't know if it lets you. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we already have tier 1 in all of our weapon systems on this mech, all of our weapon systems on that mech, and all of our weapon systems on that mech. So there's really probably not room for any upgrades here, because I don't see anything better than a tier... Oh, well, there's a tier 2 machine gun, but a tier 2 medium laser, that might not be worth... that might not be a bad idea to pick up. You get extra damage and less heat. But we could also think about like what we want to do to modify the mech itself, so that we can have a more effective platform. So from a weight standpoint, what could we do with these mechs? So I'm going to take a look at this. This is probably going to take a little bit of time, and we're going to think our way through this. I don't think there's anything we can do with the Jenner. The Jenner is, I think, as good as we're going to be able to make it. The Javelin, I think, is pretty decent as well. The Centurion is probably where we have the most room for improvement. So AC-10 weighs, I want to say 12 tons? If I'm remembering that correctly off the top of my head. So if that's true, if we were to downgrade that to the AC-5, that would be 8 tons. So we'd get 4 tons back. We'd lose a little bit of firepower. But then we could change some things. We could upgrade one of our lasers to a large laser, although I don't know if that's a good idea. So yeah, I mean, as I'm looking at this, because we only have so many slots to work with. We've got 1 missile slot, 2 energy weapon slots, and 1 ballistic slot. So if we downgrade the ballistic weapon to an AC-5, which I don't really know if we have... I mean, we've got a couple tier 1s. But if we did that, we should get 4 tons back. I just don't know what we do with that, is where I'm at. Other than up-armoring it. We could downgrade the LRM-10 to an SRM-6 and go more for a brawler style. Yeah, you're probably right. It might not be the right size. So downgrade this to an SRM-6. That would give us another 2 tons. So we have 6 tons to work with at that point. With 6 tons... Well, there's probably a decent amount of things we could do with 6 tons. I mean, we could just up-armor the living bejesus out of it. I don't know how much armor this thing could even hold, though. Probably wouldn't be able to hold that much. We could keep the AC-10 and just downgrade this and just up-armor. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they don't want you to be able to really do stuff like that. I get where you're coming from with that. Okay, so let me see if our inventory, what's in our inventory. Do we have a good SRM-6? We have a tier 0 SRM-6. What about the store? Do we have any good quality SRM-6s? Let's just go to missile system. We have a tier 1 SRM-6. What's the difference? So the rate of fire is higher, which is nice. The heat is much better. Range is better. Damage remains the same, but with those other things in consideration. So we would reduce the well-roundedness of the Centurion and probably make it much more of a close-range brawler, which might suit my playstyle better. But we should get 2 tons back. Then I can just put that into armor. So I'm leaning towards doing that. It cost me 152,000 to do that if we decided to. Oh yeah, I like up close and personal fighting. Although the utility of those LRM-10s, they were doing quite a lot of work for us. Let me take a look at this. So damage is at 12. So the SRM-6 would do more damage, which makes sense. Do more damage. The rate of fire would be the same. The heat would be pretty similar too. Yeah, the heat and the heat would be the same. So you're getting slightly... Oh no, the rate of fire is much higher. So you're getting much higher rate of fire, but at the... we probably overheat. Like, frankly speaking, we probably overheat, because the Centurion was overheating with the weapons loadout we had before. It was overheating. So, I don't know. I mean, if you have that high of a rate of fire, that means that you're firing the weapon more often. So that is a consideration. So, I don't know. I'm not certain of how useful the LRM-10 is, because there are a lot of circumstances where I could not use it. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this build. It might not be a smart build, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna buy one of these things. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. It is gonna be more heat, but let's just see. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to buy it. I could do other things with it later. Now, the other question is, do I have ammo? So, SRM ammo. Looks like I have a couple tons worth. So I don't see a reason to buy any more. So we're good there. Okay, let me go to the mech screen here. So we're gonna have travel back. So this is our time to do these upgrades. I also want to paint this Jenner. So paint mech. So we have default. Do we have our company? Like, do we have a company default? All right, hold on. Let me back up here. Like, how is this painted? So that's the default color for that? It seems like it goes with our company colors, but all right. What are our colors? Blue and gold? So you got blue, like a tan, and a white. All right, that seems like it makes sense. Okay, so let's go to the Jenner, paint it. Okay, so is there an easy way to do this? Probably not. So it was kind of like a darker, like a blue, but it was like more like that, perhaps. And oh, good point. Okay, hold on. Revert. Point. Yeah. This is not necessarily the easiest way to do this. So, I'm assuming you hit that. Copy. This is going to take a while. All right. I mean, it's cool that you have this much customization, though, so... I'll go through and I'll like mess with it. Also, I mean, like, do we do the pattern first? Or do we just work with the default? Let's get a pattern. Pattern we like. What does this one look like? So it kept that primary color. I mean, that's an interesting paint scheme. Woodland. Vagabond. Ooh, Razzle Dazzle. We'll go with Razzle Dazzle or Raider. Now, Razzle Dazzle. You only get another color. You only get one other color, which is fine. We'll just use the yellow color. So that works. And then let me get the other color. Copy. Hey, Mac. Paste. There you go. Cool. Well, I mean, you could, yeah. I mean, a couple different ways you could probably do that, but it's cool that they let you do that. That's really awesome. Yeah. So a lot of customization of the colors and stuff. So there you go. All right. So we've done that. Now let's come back over here. Do we want to do something else? What's Crusader look like? I kind of like that. Applejack. Cobra. I like the Crusader one. That looks kind of cool. The default looks like that, which isn't bad, honestly. Digital? Ooh. Hot Rod. Oh, I like Hot Rod. Let's go with Hot Rod. That looks good on the Centurion. Okay, we'll apply that. Okay. or cubicles, which means either extra crew space or aerospace fighter hangars. That's interesting. I wonder what these other bays are. Because this is... Yeah, they only list the 4. Alright, well, in any case, let's do the actual loadout here. I mean, the flames are probably going to be appropriate once we're done designing this thing. So, I say we just strip out the LRM-10. Actually, hold on. Let's do the detailed version. Oh, it already stripped it. Whoops. Get rid of the LRM ammo. Okay. So, let's switch over to missiles. Grab the SRM-6 with the up-tiered. There we go. I guess we could just put the SRM ammo in that same slot. We could do the meta thing and put it in the leg, but that's fine. So then we get 2 tons back. Now I could do jump jets if I really wanted to, but I don't know if the jump jets are really all that useful. So let's instead... Okay, the right torso is already maxed out. The head is not. Flip that a bit. Go with 24. That's a little too much. 22. And then we'll go 60. I like this, like, somewhat maxed out. Let's go 40 for now. Okay. We could grab a heatsink too, like if I don't do this too much. Oh, the meta thing backfires. Okay, so let's go. We still have quite a bit of armor, so I mean, let's go just full maxed out on the center torso, full max out on the legs, and then whatever we have left over, which we might not have very much. Actually, let's back that off to 44. Then we'll do 2 more on the head. Okay. Hey, you know, I don't think it's really worth spending any more on armor here because we're probably not going to get very much more. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a single heatsink. And where do we slap this thing? I guess this side? Yeah, okay, that works for me. So that looks pretty good. I like this. So in theory, we've gained firepower. We've gained a lot of armor. The cooling is slightly better. We've lost range, which is unfortunate, but I think I like the close range brawling a little bit better. So I like this. Let's start the work. Okay. When I played the MechWarrior games, I usually went with heavier mechs and slower mechs. I know that's very different how I play BattleTech, but it was harder to use a lighter mech in some of those older games. It just was, with the way the controls were and stuff. Although, I was using the old school controls. I didn't realize until later you could set them up for, like, mouse and all that. I guess I was just dumb.